All right, guys, we have another data download for you today. As always, we are on Proton side of Twitter, so if you do want to check them out, I will leave the link down in the description. We also have our first hint or teaser at the Global Dokkan celebration, so we'll watch that at the end. But coming from the data download, we actually have a bit of content coming. We have an Inchiatsu on the way. We also have Stage 4. This is probably going to provide the EZA medals for the Prime Battle LRTN. We're getting the SBR Stage 71, which is going to be World Tournament. We're getting a new DB story, which is Clash of Equals, the 22nd World Tournament. So that means more stones to build up in the bank account for the Global Dokkan celebration. We're getting Dragon Ball Daima Stage 14. I've heard the SSJ4 Mini Goku is in here as a story asset. Even though it has nothing to do with the Global Dokkan campaign, I'm just hoping we see some Daima content very, very soon. I want to start pulling for some of these Daima units. I really, really do. We're getting the final Familiar Arena and also the single player Stage 3. I haven't actually touched the second stage, and the fact they gave out so many keys was kind of crazy. We're getting more unique titles, which will more than likely go with the Million Arena. We're getting new support memory, which is the Full Moon. Another support memory enhancement, which is Wavering Forts. And we're also getting a trade jewel as well. I see those. We all know what those trade jewels are. So we scrolled past the EZA medals for Prime Battle LRTN. And down here, this is going to be the final stage again. I think this is such a cool stage for a story event. I really do. They really captured that part of Daima really, really well. A new Million Arena for probably offline. We've got some explosions going on. We got a gold version with Kid Goku and Tien on either side. The Full Moon support memory, which is the clip where Krillin looks like he has a full moon because of his bald head, is giving all allies 22% attack and all enemies minus 10% attack for 2 turns from the start of battle. And there is another World Tournament category ally on the team. And then we have the support memory enhancement, which is giving androids or Earthling category allies key +1. 20% attack and defense in battle. We're also getting brand new Chance Ball tickets, a treasure that can be acquired through Seize It Dokkan Chances and can be exchanged for a Chance Ball at Baba's shop. And then here's the trade jewels for Chance Balls between 1 and 4. They're basically the Dragon Balls, if you will. And it says proof of entry for character ball 1 to 7 in Seize It Dokkan Chances and it can be exchanged for Dragon Stones at Baba's shop if this Chance Ball is drawn. So fingers crossed for you guys. So you can build up some more stones. So you can build up your stone count for the Global Dokkan celebration. We're also getting reward tickets as well. And this can be a treasure you can acquire through specified summons at the barber shop. And then more importantly, of course, we'd usually get these for worldwide. But now we've had a few things shimmy around. We're getting new celebrations. We have the Global Dragonstone 2025. Which typically, I don't know if these are going to work the same, but the stone is the exact same. Except we have this new little icon down here, which is meant to show the globe, the world, 2025. Where usually would get the worldwide stones, which from a set period, which was like, what, April to April, I think? Something like that. Maybe like a month, give or take. I might be getting it wrong, but I think it was like April to April for each year. And then depending on how much you summoned, so for every summon you did, every 50 stones spent, you would then get one of these memorial dragon stones, or that was what they were called prior to this. And then that would give you one of these. And then you would take all of those memorial dragon stones, take them into the barber shop. If there was a unit you so specifically wanted, you would trade your memorial dragon stones for a character specifically if you had enough. And then if you didn't, you would trade them for tickets and you could have those same characters featured on that banner. And you could do some summons with those tickets you traded in at the barbershop with the Memorial Dragonstone. The one thing I'm very curious to see is now that these are now called the Global Dragonstones, or at least this year, the 2025 versions, are they going to function the exact same as the worldwide Memorial Stones? Or are they going to work a little bit different? I can't imagine they're going to change the whole functionality of these stones, because even the way they look are the same apart from, again, this little icon. And it's one of those kind of scenarios. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But who knows? Maybe, as I said, they will change the function of those stones now that they're technically not worldwide memorial stones. But again, they do look the same. So maybe they'll have a little bit more about them. Maybe they'll do a bit more. But just to show him off, here is the SSJ4 mini Goku character asset. He looks glorious. I'm hoping we get a premium summonable version very, very soon. And then here is the Prime Battle LR-Tien. He's literally coming out tomorrow, and then so is Chiaotzu. For some reason, Tien is coming out at 9 o'clock my time tomorrow morning, but Chiaotzu's coming out at 6. Is what it is. This guy, I don't get why in Big 2025 we have guaranteed additional normals. The worst thing is, he looks okay, but the additional normals, they clowned him. They clowned him. This Chiaotzu I didn't even know was coming, so let's take a look through his details, and then we'll take a look at the teaser that Dokkan dropped. So, he is causing supreme damage to the enemy, greatly lowers defense. Per extreme class ally on the team, he does get 30% attack and defense. Chance of evading enemies' attack, 7% up to 35%. Then per DB Saga, all Earthlings category ally on the team, he'll get 30% attack and defense. Chance to evade again, 7% by 35%. So the whole point is to probably combine extreme class allies and then DB Saga or Earthlings. That way he has a total of 60% attack and defense each way, and then also a total of 70% chance to dodge, which I'm not going to lie, for a free-to-play unit, having 70% chance to dodge, solid. And then when there is another DB Saga or Earthlings category ally attacking in the same turn, will randomly change key spheres of a certain type to rainbow orbs, 100% attack and defense, and damage reduction rate by 40% when attacking. And when attacking with 12 or more key, 100% attack and defense again, and then starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, stun all enemies. I'm not gonna lie, you know. If you don't have a lot of World Tournament units, or maybe you just don't have the good ones, and your category's looking a little bit unhealthy, this Chiaotzu does go on World Tournament. For that latest ESBR stage, it might be worth actually using him. Especially if you do have, you know, the new Tien, you know, units like that. 70% chance to dodge, stuns on turn 5. Yes, the fight's reset, but you could actually get some use out of him. Also, 40% damage reduction when he attacks. For a free-to-play unit, he's actually not that bad. He also has an active skill. That I was not expecting that. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy, greatly lowers attack and defense for 1 turn. Still super attack for 1 turn, and then DB Saga or Earthlings category allies will get 16% attack, 27% defense for 1 turn. And this can be activated when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class, or when facing only one enemy starting from turn 5 from the start of battle. Again, I'm not gonna lie, for something like SBR, ESBR, the support is nice, but the guaranteed seal, along with the dodge, the stun on turn 5, the damage reduction, as I said, for a free-to-play unit, I think you could actually get some use out of him in stuff like Clash, SBR, ESBR, etc, etc. And literally, while I was pulling up the teaser trailer for you guys, Toon, shout out to you, legend of the community, has just put out a tweet saying Daimers are 100% confirmed for Global Dokkan Celebration. Stephanie Nadalny shared the teaser on her Instagram, which if you didn't know, Steph, absolute legend, she voices Daima Goku, the original OG voice actor of Kid Goku, for the English dub, and she's actually shared the teaser trailer that the Dokkan Twitter account put up for the Global Dokkan Celebration. Now, this could mean absolutely nothing. Again, as always with stuff like this, take it with a pinch of salt. However, I'm not gonna lie, I think he might be onto something. Why would she share that to do with Dokkan Battle, with their big new Global Dokkan Celebration, when she voices the main character pretty much for the entirety of Dragon Ball Daima? She could be recording voice lines for SSJ4 Mini Goku, you know. That honestly could be a thing. Let's just scroll down. Something is coming, but what? 7/7, Global Dokkan campaign. Of course, we have announcements, etc. Maybe, you know, as I said, maybe, just maybe. Just maybe. As I said, always take this kind of stuff with a pinch of salt, but who knows? Just maybe her reposting and sharing that may mean something. Here is the teaser. A lot of you've probably already seen it already, but Dokkan loves to post this stuff while your boy's sleeping, so we're reacting to it now. Any cards in the back I need to take note of? I mean, this is just all the recent releases, to be fair, from the 10th anniversary. I mean, SSJ3 Mini Vegeta's there. But other than that, no, not really. It's just all the recent releases. Oh, we got a whole orchestra going on. Okay. I wonder how much that cost.
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
And 7/7, the 7th of July is when that celebration should begin. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm being dumb. I feel like I should recognize the song, or maybe I don't, or the tune they're playing, but it's not ringing any bells. Literally, someone translate the music notes or something. The opening tune of Out of Time by Zed. Use this beat for Jacka Jan. That is the theme for DAMIA. Again, take all of this kind of stuff with a pinch of salt, because it is mainly speculation, but I'm not gonna lie, if that is true, because I'm not gonna lie, my memory is poor. I can barely remember 2 days ago and what I ate probably for dinner. But take it with a pinch of salt. But maybe that's hinting at DAMIA. Maybe that music means something. Every time I go to end this video, I see something else that is worth talking about. So again, shout out to the legend that is The Truth. So he says here, several Dokkan Fest exclusive characters got equipped in last night's data download. These ones in particular stand out to me. DAMIA SSJ v Vegeta is a character who feels like a massive fumble, but the margins are very close between being arse or being a god for this type of unit. I'm interested to see how well he will feel with a massive boost in raw defense. Not gonna lie, as much as I don't want to admit, he is right. But it looks like my boy SSJ3 DBZ Dokkan is getting himself some special orbs, some special equips that just give him raw defense. We're looking at 900% defense on the copper frame. We're then looking at 1,200 on the silver frame. And the level 6 one as well is going to give additional and crit. But these two raw defense equips, the silver one also provides an additional as well, are actually really big for him. I do want to see how he performs with those on, because it really hurt my heart that he just wasn't as good as I wanted him to be. Especially considering he released pretty much within the 10th anniversary, which I think was such a shame how much of a fall off he was. I say fall off, he didn't even start. He was already tumbling down the mountain, let alone fall off of it. I think from what I've seen from the comments, Tech UI is getting some as well. So is Int Broly, and then AGL and Tech Vegeta and Slug 2. If anyone knows who all the characters are that do get these orbs, do let me know down in the comments, apart from these ones here. But I'm quite happy he's getting those. But then does that also mean something? Does the fact that SSJ3 DBZ Dokkan is getting his own skill orbs, does that mean as well? Could that also hint that for Global Dokkan campaign, we're finally going to be getting DAMIA? Not only is the voice actor for DAMIA Goku, OG Kid Goku, reposting the teaser about the Global Dokkan campaign, which also, by the way, the hashtags had DAMIA and hashtag Dragon Ball GT. So maybe could we see half DAMIA, half GT? I'd be down for it. I'd 100% be down for that. She's sharing those. She's posting those. SSJ3 DBZ Dokkan is getting his own skill orbs. We're finally getting to like the last couple stages of the Dragon Ball DAMIA story event, and we finally got SSJ4 Mini Goku as an asset in the game. I know that doesn't really mean anything, but the timing just seems like a big coincidence. Or is this all just, as I said, a big coincidence? As always, take this stuff with a pinch of salt, but let me know what you think down in the comments and what you want to see from the Global Dokkan campaign. Do you want it to be DAMIA? Do you want it to be like half and half, got DAMIA and GT? Do you want it to be something completely different? Do let me know. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.